Hey, it's Tracy from buildyoursstoreblueprint.com, and in today's video I'm going to show you exactly how to add your first variable product in WooCommerce. I know it can seem overwhelming at first when you go into the WordPress admin and see all the options there, but we're going to break it down today and show you just how easy it is. Alright, and so when you are in the dashboard of your store, all you're going to need to do is come down where it says products, and then you're going to click on add new product. And so for this example, we're going to do the example of a t-shirt. So that has different variants that we're going to have to add in. And so always you just start with your product name here. So just give it something descriptive, something that you'd want it to show up for in the search engines. And so for this one, we are going to be doing a Halloween shirt with Halloween coming up. So let me just go ahead and pull that up and we'll put the title in here. Okay, and so this particular shirt has the phrase feeling witchy on it and it features a goose. So we're going to do that as our title. And then here for your description, what I like to do is have one paragraph at the beginning that explains the actual theme of the shirt, the keywords that you would want to show up in the search engine. And then the rest of the description, I typically would just do features of the shirt, bullet points that say certain characteristics of the shirt, and then basic care instructions for that t-shirt. That's just the example if you're doing this. Of course, whatever product that you're selling, you would put that description in here. So we're going to go ahead to the next part. Here is where you put your images, and so the product image is going to be the main image that people see when they're scrolling through your store. This is going to be the featured one, and so let's just go ahead and open that. And we're going to go ahead and choose one here. And we're going to add that as our main image. And then if you want to add more images below that, you would just come down here to where it says product gallery, and this is where you can show other colors of the shirt, other types of mock-ups. Whatever product it is that you're selling, you just want to show different angles of that product in the rest of the product gallery. And so that will show on the product page. And then here under product data, this is the most important step when it comes to a variable product. By default, WooCommerce has it set to a simple product. This would be something like a digital download or something that only comes in one shape or size, that there are no options. So what we want to do is go down here and you're going to choose variable product. And now that's set up, we're going to be able to put the sizes and the colors. And so in order to do that, what you have to do is you have to create attributes before you can create variations. And so what I like to do, rather than having to manually add attributes every time I add a listing, I simply create attributes based off different product types. And so for this one, I'm going to go show you how I create the attributes for t-shirts and then how you're going to input them here. So what you want to do is you always want to save the progress that you've done so far. So we're just going to go ahead and click Save Draft. Okay, and for some reason a minute ago, the permalink setting right here was not showing, but it is now. If you wanted to change how the URL looks, you would change that here. If that looks good, then you would just leave it. And so that's where you make that change. Now that this is saved, what we want to do is come over here under products again, where it says attributes. You're going to click on this. And so I already have some set up here from another demo. But basically right here where it says shirt color, that's what I would be putting right here. So you would put the main attribute as this name. So let's just say, we'll just do it one more time just to show what that looks like. So t-shirt color, you would click add attribute and you would see now that shows here as one of our attributes. And if you want to now add the colors, you come over here to configure terms and you just do the same thing. You would just start typing them, and they're going to now become the attributes for that product. So we have white, black, blue, just as an example. And so if you wanted to do size, it would be the same thing. If you need to include that in the listing, you would then create the attribute for size, and you would put those sizes in. Once you have your attributes done, you can go back over to your listing, which will always be under all products. Once you save it as a draft, you're going to see it under all products. And so then we're just going to go ahead and click on it here. We're going to edit. Now we're going to go back down to where it had attributes. And you're going to see under add existing, you see the new one we just created here. Since I already have these from a previous demo, I'm just going to go ahead and click them here to show you what it looks like. So say you put in shirt colors. You're going to, if you want to feature all the shirt colors, you would simply hit select all. But if you only have certain shirt colors or whatever variants for that listing, you would just choose those values. Make sure that it says checked off for visible in product page and used for variations. And then we also are going to add the shirt size. So we would click that one. That populates down here. We want to add all of them. And if you didn't want some, again, you would just X them out. Make sure both of these are checked and click Save Attributes. Now, once attributes are saved and they're checked for variations, you're just going to come right underneath it, Variations, and you're going to click Generate Variations. And it's now going to create variants from those attributes that you added. So now you can see we have the black small, the black medium, the black large, etc. for all of the colors. Those are now taken care of. And so all you would have to do to make sure that this could actually go live is we now need to do bulk actions. And we're going to go ahead and set our pricing. So for here, we're just going to click Set Regular Price, and let's say that we want it to be $20. We're going to click that, and now everything has that price point. If you wanted to change the price, like say, 2XLs cost more, then you would just click on the variants that you want to change, and you could change the pricing that way. And there are some hacks to actually change these in bulk, but I'll save that for a future lesson. For the purpose of this video, you just go ahead and manually change any prices you want by clicking on it and coming down and changing the price. Now the next section you want to focus on are the product categories. And so depending on the type of store you're building, this is basically creating that hierarchy of your store. I like to use it for collections and catalog features. You could use it for product types. However it is that you want to categorize it, you would just simply click Add New Category, and you would add that category here. And then product tags, same thing. You would just put in as many tags as you'd like relevant to the product that you're listing, and those tags would be featured here. And then for product short description, if you wanted to add something here, this will be about 2 to 3 sentences that briefly describes the product that would show up on your pages on your site before someone actually clicks on that product. So we've got that. Let's just do a look if we're missing any other parts. All right, we've got that all good. So obviously you would have your description filled in here. We're going to go ahead, let me go ahead and put a default description in, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you what this looks like once you publish. Okay, I've got a little description added in now, but like I said, I always go further and I do bullet points describing the actual product. Give the customer as much information as you can in this part so that there's no confusion and everything's good to go when that person purchases it. So then once you have it all filled in, you're just going to go ahead and click on Publish. And then you're going to see up here, it'll say Product Published, and you can go ahead and view it. Okay, and so you can see right here, your layout may look different. It depends on the theme that you're using, but I just wanted to briefly show you what it looks like once you publish it so that you can see that it did go successfully. If it doesn't, then you would know you would have to go fix something in those settings that we just went over, but that's really as simple as it is. You just go into your WooCommerce dashboard, head over to products, add your product, and then make sure you fill in those most important parts. All right, and that's as simple as it is. So if this helped you, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe for more WooCommerce tips. And if you're ready to go and you want to get your own WooCommerce set up step by step in 7 days, be sure to grab our store launch quick start below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.